the Polaris series. It will be MbL against TaToH. They will play a best of 7 and it will be a King of the Hill format. So we will see hidden pick civilizations in all games. We will have mega random 2 home maps. I believe it will be Bog Islands for TaToH and Arabia for MbL. Light random. Then we even have 2 polls. I will give you the links a bit later, and they will play at least 5 maps, maybe even all 7 if it goes too distant. And let me just quickly change that at the top, because it's not best of 9, but best of 7. I hope you're ready, and yeah, let's take a look how they start this off here on Mega Random. The winner gets $50. And here we go. TaToH picked the Italians. On the other side, we have MbL picking the Indians. And we're trying to figure out how this map actually looks like. It seems like both of them are starting in a crater. And yeah, the rest is basically a plateau. Yeah, okay. So seems like standard resources. I see 2 boars. I see 4 sheep for both. So yeah, less in that regard, and a bit more berries. And unfortunate berries here for TaToH. I think you cannot mill those properly. I think you need to build the mill at the south. I think mills cannot be built on an uphill area. Quite an unfortunate scenario here. And let's take a look how they will play this out. Don't get overexcited, guys. This is a normal Dark Age start here. So back to the roots of normal Age of Empires. Actually building your empire and not already starting with a lot of techs here and instantly. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. The mill can easily be built. My bad. And yeah, going for the first boar, pushing some deer as well. So TaToH looks like he can go into a normal start. Then we have to think who has a better civilization here. Since we don't have any water, I believe MbL's civilization should be a bit better. And oh, triple denial of Karuk's pyramid there. And I think MbL in a bit better spot. Indians here, and he's trying to drag it out as long as possible. Obviously, Mr. TaToH trying to go for his condos, and MbL maybe trying to go for Imperial Camels. And yeah, there isn't a lot of stuff happening, so you can ask questions, guys, and I will try to answer them as well. Yes, I am German. And I'm not really sure why you're confused about that. I can update this, the uptime as well. Now going for the second boar. What subjects are you teaching? TaToH, I won't answer that. I know that you were around when I already answered that twice. But nice try for trolling. Are you human or a hippo in disguise? You should know. Have you missed something? Well, only 34.5 hours. So, not really a lot. My eyes, by the way, are pretty red. I just saw that in the mirror. So, well, they could take some relaxation for sure. And for now, they won't get it. They will have to keep themselves open for another 9 hours. And then we can call it a complete 44-hour stream, guys. And let's see. Where does the nick come from? Oh, God. Did I take that away from the FAQ, or is it in the FAQ? It is still in the FAQ. So, yeah. I'm not 100% sure if that's ignorance or troll. Close one. Nearly is alive. It's a great day. I'm still alive. Let's see how that will develop, though. TaToH, 6 villager forward without being on stone. What is this? I'm a bit confused. What is the plan here? This looks like a tower rush with so many villagers here at the front. MbL even sees it, but does he actually see it? Yeah, he does. And yeah, I can't get eye drops on Sunday now. And do you have jobs and study besides from AoE? Yes, I do. And let's take a look. 6 villagers still. I have no idea what TaToH is actually trying to accomplish here. Is he finally on stone? Well, he is with 4 villagers now. It is a tower rush indeed. Not sure why he went. MbL with the quick walls. Actually going for the barracks. And I'll leave MbL. Will be in a pretty good spot. Is getting cut off from one of his stone spots though, and the other one, let's take a look how he was there. He needs to include that at the moment, even without Loom, so playing this very ballsy. That's why he's 1 villager ahead, now catching up and even going for the stone. So I believe MbL's reaction is quite nice here, and this is a quite unfortunate map generation here for Mr. TaToH. Because, yeah, all the light random, mega random, ultra random maps, they are a big mixture of water and land, and this one without water at all. And he picked the Italians for actually the reason to go for a lot of water. How are the community games? For me, not so nice. For the community, very nice. Super clutch. 1-2 hour game. Super entertaining. But I became second. And that's not good enough for my ego. So now tower here at the site. Let's take a look how he can advance. He won't do any damage here. MbL in a pretty good spot can just farm behind, and he will be able to build some scouts, and TaToH at the same time completely unprotected at home. I believe MbL should be in full control here. Even finds a sneaky villager here of TaToH who's now trying to fight back. Is doing some minimal damage, but that's it for now. And even the stone gate for MbL. So nice, not underreaction here. Minimap looks a bit like migration. Yeah, I can see that. Now going for gold. Here's Mr. TaToH. Build 4 villages on stone. And to get more and more towers up. Excuse me, guys. Oi, oi, oi. So weird. I never sneeze. But like the 25th time or something here on this stream. Just a little cold. MbL now scouting this area here in the middle. And let's take a look. Denying something here. MbL 2 villages ahead. Where are... There's attack of TaToH. What is he trying to go for? Oh, pretty random defensive tower here by MbL. Bit surprised by that. And why is he leading that one as well? I think he wants to build someone a bit further to the front, maybe. At the moment, KD 1-1, so that's this one scout, or this one villager. And I'm not even sure what else. TaToH pulling away his 2 villagers from the mill here. The front wants to have this villagers a bit more clumped up. And well, so going for gold here without having an archery range. So isn't using that to the full potential at the moment. Looking 1 stone spot, but MbL, he looks fine for now, but oh, something I absolutely ignored. Where's MbL's gold at the moment? He's trying to tower the front now. It seems like both players only have 1 tile of 3 gold, and we have some extra gold spots here at the side. But at the moment, MbL, no access to gold at all. Spammer of TaToH needs to come over and help out. Trying to go for the engagement here is our player from Norway, but needs to fall back. TaToH actually misclicking here and not getting the villagers into the TC. Another tower up. what's the plan here of MbL? He's now trying to tower himself forward here. And oh good, those two spearmen. They are so important and helping out TaToH so much to secure this area. If he loses that gold spot, all his trash and all the big investment to block that one gold of MbL would have been for nothing. So he needs to control his own gold spot as well. Let me just quickly blow my nose.
Salve. Ein. Presto. Salve.
Really, you forgot to put on the camera? No, whenever I'm casting I don't put on the camera, and when I'm playing I do put on the camera, so that's a big difference here. I want to have the players in the focus, not me as a random streamer and just telling you numbers that you can see anyways. So I feel when I play it adds a bit of value when you see me, but not when I cast, so that's how I decided to go for it. Yeah, and only 9 hours to go, guys. And yeah, I'm looking forward. My bad. It isn't far away. Another defensive tower here by TaToH, and he has control over 2 gold spots. MbL not. Let's take a look. TaToH resources 70 food, 560 gold on the other side. We have MbL with enough food. Now losing a villager here in the back actually, and he is clicking up to castle at any second since he was selling some of his stone. And now the question is, what will MbL go for after that? Let's take a look. Barracks idle. Stable idle. Huh. Archery range actually working. Look at that TaToH. He isn't actually interested in getting his own gold, but just blocking it for MbL is enough for him. Okay, skirmishes now. Ooh, look at that. MbL actually sending 2 back? What are you trying to clear up? Oh, losing a villager here at the farm. That's something that is pretty uncommon for him. Normally he's super aware of those situations. Not 100% sure what those 2 skirmishers are trying to accomplish. Moment kissing the forest there. Now going for bloodlines. MbL adding a second stable, and seems like he's continuing to sell. And at the same time, oh no, he only sold stone. Now down to 38. TaToH wants to finish his blacksmith and then probably will click up as well. MbL sees this and he knows that TaToH will be up, but doesn't know the timing because he only sees how those buildings are already finished. MbL selling more and more stone and is now probably going for some camels indeed. And a monastery, that's interesting, going for a monastery although he does not have any gold. That's an interesting decision, I have to say. And now trying to scout out the map, and he sees 1 extra gold spot now. Is barely missing that one though. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, let's see how he continues. TaToH actually going for the +1 defense for his stable units as well, and he will build sneaky knights into the back here of MbL, who is building a defensive monastery as well. What is going on here? How does MbL have those fighter senses? 2 monasteries around, 1 at the front, 1 at the back, and still I have to question, like, he doesn't have any gold income, only now sending 4 villagers over, trying to slowly get to it. And let's take a look, does TaToH know about this gold? Yes, he does. And MbL is going for that one. Did scout that? Oh no, he did scout that one as well. So he knows that there are extra gold spots, but probably did palisade check or something that this one isn't used. But now it will be, and MbL will be building a TC down here to be super safe. Would have even loved to see his villagers being walled in. And now the skirmishers pushing in here at the front. MbL even collecting a relic here, so that's a nice push. And finally, oh, even 2. That's a sweetie. And in the back one. Also for TaToH, trying to push his eco. He is already 4 villagers ahead. And defensive town center now for him. Kind of in the back, and not 100% sure what he will be going for. Right, so yeah, he already is in here, but MbL losing 1 villager and then doing the quick wall will probably lose a second one, but monks, where around? Where are they? Now turning around indeed, and let's take a look. Is TaToH trying to squeeze in? But MbL with the quick walls, just so aware of the situation. And MbL, I believe he should get 2 converts. What will TaToH do? Probably will try to snipe those monks. And oh, that's actually pretty unfortunate that MbL only got 1 convert there. And yeah, that went better than I would have expected. TaToH now trying to get a TC up in the middle here as well. MbL was having villagers around, so now both kind of revealing that they try to go for extra gold spots. And those 2 knights, they will take short. Yeah. Short work of all those skirmishers. Maybe focusing down the villages is more important at the moment though. And let's take a look. Camels now for MbL coming over here. Bloodlines and the +2 with the Indian upgrade. Trying to micro knight around, killing a villager, killing 2 villagers, killing 3 villagers. So that's a good start for him. Maybe now even able to fight against the camels. He has 4 knights. Yeah, lost some HP, but has another spearman and a scout as well. So, it is an option for sure. MbL trying to fall back, wait for more camels, maybe even wait for more monks to take the engagement a bit more efficiently. Trying to take down 1 spearman, and now the aggressive castle. Or actually, it is quite defensive for TaToH, trying to clear up 1 tower, trying to go back onto stone. Not 100% sure if I like that castle so much. Like, what is it really doing? I'm a bit surprised, honestly. It is not really protecting the gold, it isn't really protecting the stone too well. Yeah, it will kill 1 tower, it will secure him at the front as well, so he can boom quite nicely. Actually going for the 3 TC boom. Maybe a castle in the middle would have been even better, but obviously TaToH not having enough villagers there to build the castle, so yeah, it would have been kind of a suicide mission. 23 military for MbL, 11 only for TaToH, but that's some skirmishers mixed in as well. And now going for elite skirmishers against a guy who is going for only knights. Questionable decision, I have to say. Maybe he wants to out-counter the Genoese crossbowman here of TaToH. That could come out since he freed this tech by building a castle. And TaToH is building another castle? Am I confused? No, he is building one here. And yeah, that's a place that I recommended before. Seems like he did have enough stone floating here. Brackets doesn't work. This is another tournament. This is not Clash of the Hippo. This is a Polaris series. This is just a 1 best of 7 series, guys. Oh, TaToH, 13 villages ahead, and he is playing this quite nicely. is even overchopped here. Oh, can MbL close this up? He is trying to one house, and the knights are in. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful move here by TaToH, just quickly squeezing in. MbL overchopping, and that will be so many dead builds. Look at that, now 20 villages ahead is our player from Spain. And the big problems here for MbL. How can he come back into this one? 26 villagers now, and that was just so unfortunate here for MbL. He did need to pull most of his villagers. This is just so unfortunate for him. Another castle up. TaToH seems like he isn't really looking forward to building a lot of these crossbowmen though, but now he's switching onto them. But no upgrades on them so far, and double archery range, so what is his plan? Is it elite skirmishes to be added? Is he trying to go for crossbows? But most important thing is... Oh! MbL is preparing a sneaky attack with rams, monks, camels and skirmishers here, and TaToH has no idea. Or does he? Oh... Prediction for result, I will say 4-2 for TaToH. Maybe even 4-1. Okay, camels now coming in. Genoese crossbowmen around as well, and... Oh, MbL, is he trying to think better of it? That was so many camels. Look at the military count. It's 30 out to 12. So at the moment, MbL, he has a timing. He needs to do damage now, or TaToH's eco will just carry him so much at elite skirmisher and botkin arrow. So he's trying to go for the typical MbL composition actually. And TaToH, he sees a lot of army and is pulling back. Maybe defensive siege workshop would be an option. I believe he needs to add more knights. The university now coming out as well. To plan here for MbL, going for more and more rams, but indecisive at the moment. Not attacking the left hand side, not attacking the right hand side. Doesn't he have enough army? TaToH now trying to close down the distance, is going for more army, but a lot of that won't really contribute to the fight in the middle. We still have one castle. It does not villagers, and well, actually only 8. And pillar 6 now for TaToH. That won't really help too much in this fight, but he just needs to jump in. What is the plan here? I believe MbL will take quite heavy losses here. So many arrows flying around, but castle could fall. Now going for some patterns here as a defense. Knights just jumping around, trying to go for the snipe of one ram and then probably trying to jump in again. They're just trying to go for the other move here, trying to snipe down more and more rams, but still 2 rams trying to snipe down this castle. The big problem is TaToH actually pop limit or pop capped here. Cannot really get to all his patterns that he wants to go to. More army now here at the front. TaToH is clearing up the front, and he's kind of giving this up. Bit surprised by that. Well, it still is 2 gold spots against 2 gold spots, but still, I think sending over the army would have been an option. But TaToH is up to Imperial Age. He probably knows. Damn, I killed so much of my enemy. And if I just chill now, I can afford to lose that. I can afford to lose those villages. If I can get onto Genoese crossbowmen and elite skirmishers and Imperial Age with botkin arrow, and I still have a big army left, he thinks he is in a good position. And well, let's take a look at the resources here of MbL. And yeah, well, he will get onto Imperial Age at a reasonable timing as well. Problem is he really needs to use the market quite heavily, because that gold is now run dry as well. But we still have 1.8k left over here. Wood at the absolute minimum, stone down to 60. Food still the normal price, 70. TaToH was super housed, yeah indeed, but luckily he lost a lot of villagers and the remaining Genoese crossbowmen, so now he can just produce a movie again. Light cast now. TaToH has attack. Knows he is facing some monks, some mangonels, and some skirmishers from before. And a lot of camels as well. So yeah, I believe it makes a bit more sense to stay on the attack with Japanese crossbowmen and elite skirmishers. Maybe add in some hand cannoneers pretty soon, or maybe the TaToH condos. Considered of being one of the most imbalanced units at the moment. So strong without even forced to go for any attack units, but yeah, as you can see, siege workshops and archery ranges. So this will most likely be, I'm expecting hand cannoneers. Let's take a look if he is continuing with this production. At the moment, still some skirmishes, but that's 6 archery ranges, 3 siege workshops, or is it 3? Or is it 2? 3 siege workshops, and TaToH in quite a nice spot here. So more than 20 villages ahead. Military count pretty even, but military is so much weaker. Although, if MbL is able to upgrade them to Imperial camels, we'll get into a dicey situation. MbL is now trying to take the engagement here, as it seems, and oh no, why? Like, that was the worst thing ever. I thought he couldn't take the engagement, but then after he was there, I think he needed to commit there. Did close down the distance, and the skirmishers were already bugging out, trying to get out of the unfortunate scenario of having a minimum range. And yeah, after that, trying to go back. Not 100% sure that was the right decision. And we are getting raided by TaToH here at the side. And over here as well, light cav. 2 slices for 1 monk. And still full hill control. Ballistics only now for MbL. A bit late. But, well, they didn't have the biggest fights here with crossbowmen and skirmishers, so I can understand that. Pumping for TaToH as well. But no elite Japanese crossbowmen, which would be pretty great against the camels. And let's take a look. TaToH, what does he see of the army of MbL? He sees that he has a big score lead, so probably wants to play it out quite solidly. He's trying to raid everywhere. Look at that. He's trying to raid at the top, did raid quite some in the middle, and now is raiding in the south as well. TaToH just super active. Basically, yeah, at 4 points here with his army. Bombard cannons out now as well. I'm a bit surprised that we aren't seeing any hand cannoneers, but, well, both. Pretty dry on gold, most likely. And that one is another 1,000. Going for a castle and 2 barracks here at the right hand side. Oh, we see the big engagement. Bracer now for MbL. If he could get 2 onagers, that would be so deadly, but with what gold? This map generation just gave them very little. I believe overall on the map, never the math on stream. 12? 12? I believe 12. Oh, pulse. That's 9.6k only. And Manuel short. Can he get something? No, getting sniped down from range. And his crossman still non-elite. Let's take a look. Camels. Why is he engaging before the upgrades are really kicking in? He's fighting down those capped ramps, but they aren't taking too much damage here, the camels. And I believe they are just getting wasted. TaToH is taking the win here. MbL going for quite a weird engagement. Waited for so long, then only getting bracer and taking an uphill fight, kind of, with camels not really being used too well. I think that's an engagement that MbL always loses, and yeah, basically gives up the game by taking this one. A bit surprising to me. Okay, what was the big thing? Probably the gold control. The TaToH towered is back gold here of MbL. MbL was struggling to get to the extra gold spots. TaToH did get his own gold spots in the long run. And yeah, then the big night raids in over here, obviously, when MbL overchopped. Unfortunate thing for him. Let's take a look at the achievements. TaToH eco, so much better, except the gold. MbL, use that to full potential. And now we will see the whole map of MbL, which will be Arabia. Whole map of TaToH following up after that will be Bog Islands. Both players had 2 relics in the last game. Who won Clash of the Hippo? Don't need to bother to ask. Exclamation mark brackets will help out. And therefore we don't spoiler. I'm a bit sad every time when someone spoilers, but well, what can we do? And now we're looking onto Arabia, hidden pig civilization, and yeah, we aren't seeing the kind of expected Italian mirror or Magyars, but we see TaToH going for the Indians. On the other side, in the blue trunks, we have MbL actually going for the Berbers. I'm not sure if the uptime is okay there. I believe it should be over here, right? Makes so much more sense. Bit surprised, why did I move it over there? And yeah, should be overlapping quite a bit. Sorry for that. Yeah, bracket isn't right as well, guys. And well, bracket is what gives you the info for Clash of the Hippo from SA. Oh, yeah. Ah, that makes so much sense. Why I had the uptime over here. I'm in the wrong overlay. Yeah, and here's the uptime correct. Okay, makes so much more sense. Oh, go away, nearly. My bad, my bad. Wrong overlay. Okay, now uptime is correct. Nearly is gone. We can see everything. Game can start. We're at pop 12 here on Arabia. The home map of MbL after losing game number 1. Yeah, the fails will increase. Obviously, the higher the number in the left-hand side corner gets. I'm not talking about the in-game timer. Really, we still want to see your face? Take a screenshot. Meanwhile. No, no loom at the moment. And that house is quite late. If he would have gotten delayed, but yeah, it was close to the other villagers, so not the biggest problem. TaToH only sending 3 villagers on wood though. Probably we'll see scouts. And he's going for the ball lure. But TaToH sees it. Oh, and the block is real, getting 1 more extra damage, 14 HP. And remember, guys, oh, even double blocking. Oh, and there are no resets in this tournament. Ay, beautiful start here by TaToH, and he's in full control. MbL not really happy how this must be going, and I would say small disadvantage here for TaToH. Now the scouting advantage as well. This one going down, and remember, normally it takes it does 7 damage, the boar against scout, but since we play with all the expansions here, we have an increased damage to 10. Lamer goes down, indeed. Nice bowler. Look very controlled here. And TaToH now completely scouting the map. What did MbL see? Well, he did scout the wood line. Did scout 1 extra gold. And TaToH now obviously has the option to scout everything. How is his map looking like? Wood quite far away. Gold very exposed as well. I think he needs to play somewhat aggressive here. Has 5 on berries. On the other side, MbL's map, it felt like he was quite clumped up. He's going for scout here as well. He wants to go into the camera artist in the long run. Let's take a look. TaToH, why is MbL taking this fight? He needs... Why is TaToH going back? Did you think he couldn't finish? He doesn't know where the TC is. Oh, that could have been a sweet pickoff, but TaToH not having the intro, and yeah, goes for the safe approach. Doesn't want to lose his scout, so MbL now going for the full wall off here. Look at that. At the moment, like 3 villagers, 4 villagers walling at the time. Ay. He doesn't want to get surprised at all. And with this bad map, I think the forwards would still be very efficient, even if he is walled. So, bit surprised that he thinks he would be safe there. And indeed, look at that. TaToH realizes this guy has such an open main gold spot, 2 open stone spots. I can not see the other gold spots, which are to the left hand side and here to the front. And TaToH just, I believe it is mainly because he sees the 2. Oh, MbL. Yeah, well, he has loom now, but what is MbL doing there? Going back with the other villagers, and TaToH going for the second kill here, basically on the scoreboard. It's only 1, but yeah, 2 losses here for MbL. And TaToH against those 2 aggressive zone spots is going forward and building the towers. MbL has no ideas that this is coming. Now going for the stable. Is TaToH on stone? It looks like no. But he has the option to. 2 aggressive stone spots or offensive stone spots. MbL has no idea of this forward though. Did I just see TaToH only researching loom as well? Did he up with no loom to feudal age? Didn't expect Jirash as it seems, and wasn't scared of the scout being alive because he saw him die against the boar, obviously. And let's see. Oh, wow, that's MbL? Are you kidding me? Oh, he finished those walls in time. And what a move by MbL here. I was questioning like, oh god, what are you doing? You're always wasting your villagers. But gets a quick wall off, gets the towers up, and he will, yeah, secure the stone for himself there. But now you're leading the mining camp. That's a bit surprising to me. Yeah, maybe wanted to add some more farms for some farms first, and then goes for the mining camp there, and we'll go for, yeah, the potential of some more defensive towers, but only 2 villagers can actually work there, so he needs to rely on this spearman count first. Oh, but isn't actually going for more stone. Oh, now he is. Oh, it's so tough to cast this if the player himself is so indecisive. And TaToH now trying to come into some pressure. Actually, trying to take the spearman against spearman fight and trying to go for the left hand side. And this villager seemed like he had already lost some HP early on. TaToH trying to dance around here, and another circle. And it isn't losing any HP on those scouts, and is now trying to focus down the 1 villager and is not getting him. Look at that, so low on HP, the villagers here of MbL, but all are surviving. 16 HP, 12 HP. Same time, TaToH setting some spearmen at home as well. Is scared of the scouts of MbL. who is only going for one scout. Now adding a second one, but he isn't active on the map with the group of scouts to really scare TaToH. Actually, that's a spot that he should have walled, I believe, instead of putting a spearman there. Next tower by TaToH. MbL sees the palisade wall, but cannot really counter that. Is it still your 4-0 series? Well, it could be. No, actually it can't. In this tournament, you always see game number 5, even if it ends 4-0. It's a bit weird, but yeah, that's how the tournament sponsor wanted it to be, because he likes the map number 5 to be included as well. More villagers to the front, actually. That's a bit surprising to me. And look at that. What is this? Another tower here by MbL. TaToH was trying to sneak one around, as it seems, but MbL, look at that. Just defending one stone spot here with 2 towers already. I did hear some engagement over in the south with the scouts, and that looks better for TaToH as well. Now going for fletching and trying to wall this off. More spearmen at the moment for MbL. TaToH trying to run around, and it seems like this tower will not go up. Oh, look at that MbL now trying to go for the sneak wall, but yeah, TaToH is scared enough to already go back. But 2 towers shooting. MbL 400 food, no gold. TaToH roughly 400 gold as well. Now sending 4 villagers on gold. And we are trying to send some villagers over here as well. As we pointed out before, main gold spot at the front. And oh, that's an extra gold spot, but this one to the front as well. So in the long run, MbL needs to find a way to, at least in mid to late castle age, try to clear up those towers. Get onto more gold. TaToH seems to be going for crossbowman now. How will he? Take a look, 4 on gold, having 8 on gold makes a lot of sense. You need 7 on gold to keep the constant production there of 2 archer rangers, but you obviously want to have some upgrade gold as well. So 8 to 9 villagers on gold has a reasonable amount here, and this seems like, yeah, he will most likely click to castle age and then will instantly start to produce some archers and trying to get himself, oh, skirmishers actually. Oh, 1 archer, 1 skirmishers. He just wants to get some units out. Yeah, seems like his defense is just too solid here. Too many spearmen, defensive tower, lots of walls. I believe TaToH cannot break him. It seems like both players with a pretty similar castle age timing. And what will we go for then? TaToH? I would say crossbowman camel could be an option, maybe mainly crossbowman. And MbL? Probably knights, right? He can build them cheaper. He can also build the camels cheaper, but well, camel isn't really the thing he wants to go for. But we need an addition, I would say. Or will he only go for knights? Long time since a unit died, actually. Oh, well, I can see that body here, but no real chance of an engagement. Maybe MbL will now squeeze around and... Oh, okay, look, poor Hippo. Well, that's not what I wanted to create. I just wanted to say, like, no fighting, but... Pulling the poor Hippo off. Okay. And now let's take a look. TaToH, is he not going for camels? And... MbL, his stable is idle as well. So TaToH is going for crossman now. Oh, it's going for the quick walls here, but we'll lose one villager. And is pushing in now at the front here. MbL needs to pull all his villagers off. At the same time, he's trying to get the walls. But this is open. This is still open, I believe. But now it is walled with a stone wall. And this could be some losses of all those villagers. TaToH at the moment, 3 villagers behind. But that could even out. Maybe even turn into the advantage here of TaToH. I believe MbL cannot let TaToH in here and try to save his villagers. He's trying to go for the dance. Now we see janitors actually coming out, and those are incredibly strong skirmishes if I can kind of try to take a comparison. So yeah, a unit that I absolutely didn't think of, but going strong. Lead skirmisher now for TaToH. Not even sure. Can someone tell me, how do janitors perform against elite skirmishers? I think janitors a bit better, right? So much map control at the right hand side. Oh, but beautiful cast here by MbL. And that will open himself the tech for camel archers that will kill both of those towers to secure the gold spot. So yeah, beautiful job here by MbL. And yeah, great addition. At the same time, military count pretty unfavorable for him. But he's just defending this so nicely. I believe this would have been the spot where TaToH maybe should have built like 3 40Cs. There's no chance of MbL doing damage for quite some time. And yeah, TaToH should have maybe switched onto the big eco advantage. Is at 3 GCs, so can't fault him for that. Is adding a 4 CC, so I believe he's doing the right steps. He knows, okay, MbL will take some time, but MbL can't get hit either, so although we are playing Arabia without the big walls here, at least TaToH is playing it quite open. It feels like this could go very boom in times. Janitors lose against elite skirmishers until they are elite as well. Okay. The janitors. Or genitors. Or whatever. I believe in Escape Gaming we call them janitors. TaToH for now only on his main gold spot. I think the other one, and oh god, those villagers at the front going down. And suddenly MbL, he was a bit behind when it comes to villagers. At the moment, down to only 3. Oh, what? Another cycle just kicked in. So 5 has a deficit now. TaToH not producing much. Keeping his CC working, the most important thing. Going for university, will most likely see ballistics now being researched. And nice stone walls here at the side, some house walls as well. Would love to see another stone wall over here. And yeah, just continue with the boom. 40 Cs should be running at the moment, like 3, a bit inconsistent. Oh, MbL, I believe this is still open, isn't it? This has to be. This, oh no, it actually is walled, like, because this is on this layer and this is this layer. It looks so weird, but yeah, it is walled. And TaToH trying to find another angle. Suddenly 12 villages ahead. Military 20 ahead as well. TaToH's pop just looks very convincing. Let's take a look. MbL, though, he has quite a nice army. And, well, at least when it comes to the strength of the army, it's more quality than quantity here for him. TaToH's micro trying to go for it. Oh, but MbL is trying to debate a bit. Ballistics finally for TaToH. Let's take a look how he's trying to fight this off. Trying to go for the hill. Trying to take the extra damage and go for the camel archers. Range 6 for both camel archers and janitors. TaToH would have the small advantage there, and now the flank from the side. TaToH can actually clear up those camel archers. I believe that's a fight that isn't a stream scenario, but could have been worse, I would say. Elite skirmisher production continues. Ballistics as well. Siege workshop hits at the front. He is building the first siege workshop and going for a castle as well. Where will he try to build this one? Maybe, well, over here on the hill would be pretty sweet, but maybe just to control this middle area here as well, put some pressure on the other gold spots, or maybe try to defend a bit so that the camel archers cannot get the big raids in. But we'll see about that. And now the Berbers with their strong janitor and camel archers. So mobile, so much damage output, so nice to micro. But it is skirmishers. Seems to be a solid counter here, especially on a hill. Masked up and village advantage 23 still for TaToH here, and he has resources that kind of imply he will be clicking up to Imperial Age pretty soon. MbL looks pretty strong on the gold front. Let's take a look at the amount of his farmers. Only 18, so that's mainly it. And yeah, will take some time, and even after he clicks up, Zico won't be too impressive. MbL now going for relic number 2. Bit further back now with his monk, obviously. Trying to get it. The relic home, and another stable for TaToH. So will he switch on to Imperial Camel? I would be not surprised at all. Guidelines, handcard, +1 defense. Well, he just camped this out. Elite skirmishers on the hill, wait for Imperial Camels, and then take the big engagements. He isn't taking his gold spot number 2 or gold spot number 3. Main gold spot will run dry pretty soon. And he should focus on switching villagers over. That's a bit weird that he isn't taking care of that at all. TaToH now has enough stone to build a defensive castle. Let's take a look where he will build it. I think aggressive castle is completely out of the question now. 30 villagers ahead is TaToH though. And military counts quite heavily for him as well. 44 there on the hill. Where is the defensive castle? Yeah, it is a beautiful spot. Will, basically be so tough to trap. Controlling lots of the wood, controlling the gold there as well. Can absolutely understand this, and doesn't need to camp with the skirmishers there anymore. Let's take a look. TaToH shouldn't go out too far. Doesn't want to eat the shots of the manuals here. At the moment, TaToH's food eco not too great either. He's looking at 36 farmer souls, so just double the amount. And it's going for chemistry and bracer now. Oh, let's take a look. Manuals. What is MbL trying to do? Trying to get the big hits against the elite skirmishers, but TaToH thinks bad of it. And yeah, just is retreating here. Heavy camel now, but that's not important. At once the Imperial Age camel, or Imperial camel, is in the research bar. We could get ready to see a very big fight, at least. Then TaToH will try to take one. Yeah, controlling the small plateau, but still the small plateau giving him the ill advantage as well. TaToH building another castle, so he really thinks, okay, this seems to be an important area. Let's control this quite wisely. MbL building another castle over here. TaToH sees it now and should be retreating, but will have some small losses. skirmishers, some HP lost, one real skirmisher lost. Mangonel micro now, we can see chemistry already out, and trying to play dodgeball a bit. And he had 18 HP and 3 HP now. Skirmisher should focus, and oh, TaToH actually going left, right, and back into the shot. And the same what he was trying to do with his villagers here, trying to dodge the shots of MbL. Let's take a look. Next, Mangonel here at the front. Skirmishers now, they will do quite a reasonable amount of damage actually against the Mangonels. Trying to do the splits, one more volley, and oi. Well, some losses, but now TaToH in a good position. First trap out, at the same time bracer for MbL, and he will stay on Camel Archer Janitor as it seems. Trying to send another group of Camel Archers around, trying to go for the raids, but it feels like TaToH should be pretty safe and wall up to the left hand side. So MbL needs to take one big engagement in the center, something that he doesn't really want to do against this army composition of TaToH. Or is it really composition? It's mainly elite skirmishers and maybe some camels mixed in, which aren't imperial camels yet. Obviously the upgrade, I believe it's like 600. So TaToH still needs to wait a bit longer. Has enough stone for another castle though, so let's take a look if he uses that one. Not 100% sure why he thinks committing into 2 towers and 2 castles is the greatest of ideas. And yeah, now things a bit better of it, and is going back. Elite Camel Archers now for MbL. He's trying to go for the great tech as well. 50 more pop though for TaToH. Trying to expand a bit to the top. Maybe those spearmen even going for a small raid. Let's take a look. These skirmishers very clumped up here against the Mangonel. No splits, and that was a big hit. TaToH now needs to fall back. He knows, oh god, I'm so low on HP. And MbL has all the upgrades. Look at that. 85 HP, plus 4 attack, plus 4 defense. This looks pretty solid. Camel Arch, heavy camels now coming in. They don't have any attack upgrades, but one defense. Nice ground attack, I wanted to say, but actually it was a normal miss. TaToH going for the preemptive splits, but wasn't even needed because he killed the Mangonel just in time. Camel Archers now, yeah, idle quite a bit. Trying to find a new target. And this is a very powerful push here by TaToH. He is pop limit, pop 150 for MbL, pop 151 actually out of 150. Needs to build lots more houses, and if he loses one castle, then yeah, how can he really continue his production? He cannot really. And now plus 5 defense, heavy camels in. He refuses to go for imperial camels. Seems like elite skirmishers are the more important of the upgrades for now, and wants to get on the higher numbers. There is sniping down the Mangonel over here, and is pushing in quite beautifully here against all those elite camel archers. Is sniping them down one by one, building another aggressive castle. One down, as you can see. MbL housed again, and TaToH still controlling this whole game. 40 more pop. No answer to the rams now would be the thing for TaToH, but more camels streaming in, and MbL needs to retreat. This castle will most likely go out. Bombard cannon, can he maybe get a quick shot off? No, it's focusing down on the traps first, and things I can absolutely understand. Let's take a look. Bombard cannon is going down as well, and that's so costly for him. MbL will lose that gold here at the front. Those elite skirmishers are still so strong, and those 3 traps, they will kill the castle and secure TaToH the win. Points are still so close, I have no idea why. Population actually only 30 ahead here for TaToH. It feels like so over. Maybe it's because it's still elite imperial camels, and the game point creation knows those units are so imber. Don't give this guy too low of points. And another castle, look at how he's leapfrogging forward here. Next castle after next castle now needs to repair. And yeah, only got one trap sniped. TaToH actually changing the focus here for a small moment, but now going back onto the castle. And yeah, GG here. TaToH, quite convincing game on the home map of Mr. MbL, winning Arabia 2-0 for our player who casted a lot of matches yesterday. And I won't spoiler how he finished yesterday in Clash of the Hippo. I'm always blaming the guys for spoiling too much, and I won't do it. If you like the co-casting of Claskis yesterday, by the way, he is casting this one as well. Twitch TV/Claskis. Pretty even cast rate timing. TaToH going with the aggression here, and MbL. His map was just very open, very bad. As we can see, open stone twice, open gold. This one wasn't really nice. Very open woodline, and TaToH just punished this too nicely. And now we go into Bog Island, and this should be a pretty good map for TaToH. Lily, why do you make a 44-hour stream and not a 48-hour while you're at it? I want to do a 48-hour, but I felt if I do a 48-hour, that's like it then. And if I do a 44-hour, I can still do the 48-hour afterwards. So if I do the 48-hour now, I'm kind of robbing myself of the chance of doing a 44-hour. And yeah, that's why I'm trying to step it up. And yeah, last time I did 40 hours and that was pretty exhausting already. So didn't want to overcommit. Why not 72 hours? Well, why not till you die? Guys, music coming. Yo. My doctor isn't watching, no. But except my eyes, I'm doing quite fine. Upper back is giving some feedback, but I still feel very energetic. Why not 44 hours, 44 minutes, and 44 seconds? I was thinking about that, honestly. And everything building around the color around the number 4. Like only play yellow as well, and like do a map with 40 C start and everything. But I thought it was too confusing and too random. Where did the 44-hour number come from? Well, I did 40 hours last time, and 48 hours would be the like next logical step, and 44 is in the middle. You should make some yoga or some training so your body feels better. Yeah, I did that. I'm trying to do that every break that I get. Stretching my back. You should do a gym stream maybe during the long stream. I maybe could do that. Mr. Road to 2K, how far did you go? Spoiler alert, I got 2K after 7 hours. Didn't lose a single game, although I had 2 pretty close games. One where I actually lost the game and I thought about resigning, but I felt like it's too juicy to kill him because I could let 32 points, or was it 2K? And I lost 6 villagers in feudal age, and yeah, still was able to turn it around. When will you upload the finals from yesterday? I will upload games or sets every day now on my YouTube. So the finals will probably be like 2 series I won't do. So the finals will probably be in 5 days, starting Monday. So Friday is an option, maybe Saturday. Are troll spoilers okay? Well, people don't know the difference between troll spoilers and normal spoilers, so I prefer not. Is this Polaris right now? Oof. Did you play any 2K or not? I played 3 2Ks. Or 1 2K twice and Glocken. How did the second BF1 go from the last night? You played a dirty first game. The dirty first game was nice, right? The second game he walled. Actually, it was open at the bottom. I tried to build stables, but then he walled, so I was quite far behind. He was Incas, was going for Eagles, but I had Cavaliers out in time, and then he couldn't really keep up. I had Magia Hussars in his eco, was spreading all around. Both of us take onages, we cut several times, and it just got super scrappy, like both raiding completely, and he couldn't really keep up. Who won Neely yesterday? No one won me. ACM? No. Plebs on HD? No. Well, community games, I didn't lose. Oh, I lost a lot. That's bad, man. Who stole a battle? My bladder. Where can I get mad random map? I have no idea. Never heard of that before. After watching some King of the Hill, I slept. Went to public bath, did a 8-hour shift, got stuck for some hours because of the typhoon, and it is still going. Ah, you mean Clash of the Apple, not King of the Apple, with a C. I was watching it yesterday, went to a party, came 4 AM, slept, woke up, went to eat, came back, nearly still here. Nice. Locken was the hardest player. Yeah, that was a hard. How are you, nearly? Still alive, I see. Yeah. Your eyes aren't lying. Yeah, well, to KHD. Well, we can see. And we can jump. Oh, Gotti. I'm still hosting another room the whole time. And now let's jump into, well, I will just quickly, I'm really getting sick. Quickly blow my nose. And then we jump into the home map of Mr. TaToH, Bog Islands. Nothing get him out. Okay, and game number 3. Close the music. Pause the music, and you want to hear it, I can send you some audio files. And yeah, we see TaToH going for the Vikings, and so is MbL. Let's take a look how they are starting this. We can see both are playing this with... Yeah, remember it's only Dark Age start. So I was a bit confused how they started, but then it all makes sense again. So now you want to start and build some fishing ship first, then want to go for some galleys, and yeah, let's take a look how they'll try to approach this. MbL, that won't be the greatest dock. He never has deep fish close by if he builds a dock here. And TaToH, he has a pretty sweet stuff, dock spot. So I feel TaToH's fuel age timing should be a bit earlier. Let's take a look how this continues. 5 would actually sending 2 more. That's a bit surprising to me. Oh, MbL Scout could take some damage. Actually, only 3 damage. That's not too important. And MbL. Oh god, ballsy move. Did forget about his villager. Did wall the with the house. The rhinoceros did went back, or did go back, and then he double fail for MbL. Oh, but saved. And now it doesn't want to jump into the TC because there's so many villagers so low, and that's trouble for potential demos in the long run here. TaToH is getting the kills here and already has 3 fishing ships. We are now only adding the first one. And yeah, I have to say, quite a lot of advantages. Smoother eco when it comes to the rhinos, more HP here on the scouts, and more fishing ship out and more efficiently. Isn't FC the best strat on this map when you start in Dark Age? No. Why? You should die before you reach Castle Age. Good old demo. Well, how are they called? Demo? Demolution? Demolution? Ah, demolution. I will call them demos. Not demos in the future. Demos. Good old demos. I hate the look of this map. Okay. I will only cast the minimap then for you. Here. So it's a bit better. Okay. And we can see now MbL. Quite a nice, as you can see, left hand side corner. Right top is Mr. TaToH. And we see something blue in the middle. Now blue dots going to the right hand side. As we can see, point lead still slightly for TaToH. Numbers 29 and 26 behind there. That could be the population. I hear a dog. I can hear a house. I can hear a scout. And villagers are on the map as well, I assume. Oh, I hear something. Could be a Commodore Dragon, but not 100% sure. Ah. Okay, so that was for you. Small interlude. And now we're back again. Actually, there are villagers moving on this map as well. Sometimes I'm forgetting that. He's losing it. Well, I had a huge laugh flash last time where I like seriously laughed for 2 minutes and couldn't really breathe for one of the silliest jokes I've ever made. Yeah. And actually without having like always a normal sleeping schedule, I even decided to do a cast of only minimap one day as well. MbL holding his map quite nicely. And can he go on to Castle Age? I don't think so. Actually, he's adding more farms. So this could be an FC. And maybe he goes for longboat, so not too crazy. Yeah. It's time to switch to another stream. Kappa. And indeed, both players going the FC. My stream is smarter than I am. Woohoo! They feel they cannot really get punished too well. When it comes to Vikings against Vikings. And this will be a longboat battle, as it seems. TaToH, pretty smooth start. And yeah, that's a big thing. His better dock placement just simply means he can... Oh, look at that. Clicking to cast before MbL is reaching fuel age. Now adding some galleys here. How many villagers does he have on gold? 5 at the moment. I think he needs to add some. What was the joke? Oh god, I will tell the joke later. After the game, I can tell you like what I thought and why I found it so incredibly funny. Yeah. Yeah, we could do a 44-hour plank stream next time. We're witnessing a human experiment. That's true. Experiment for sure. Human, to be confirmed. MbL. So how many docks does MbL have? Now trying to squeeze in the second one, but he needs to fish that down to build a third dock here. He could go some very far in the back, but that's not too pretty, I have to say. TaToH now is fletching early. Everything of TaToH is earlier, but MbL's eco is a bit stronger. 30 villagers there to 26. Such a nice woodline here for MbL. Oh, actually overchopped here in the middle now. Trying to go for some houses. Can the galleys do something? 2 galleys out. And they can do some reasonable damage against the villager here. And MbL, is he losing this one? Trying to micro her back. And those houses seem to be going up to at least 41 HP. What was my longest stream? 41.5 hours. Without a single drop. And this stream is going live without a single drop as well. Which makes me incredibly happy. I have no idea. And yeah, this could be a 44-hour VOD here on Twitch. Could be pretty sweet. 6-pack belongs in the fridge. Well, why not both? MbL able to save his... Oh, first longbow out already. And TaToH, he is in a dominant position. Look at that. MbL is trying to wall and he doesn't know. Start the game already. That's something that MbL shouldn't really say. He should be saying like, okay, let's go back and try to restart this game because he overchopped and that will be a pretty tough situation here. Now trying to go for the quick walls, 85 HP here, and he needs to pull the villagers going for the university. No idea what he thinks, how many resources he has that he can go for this. Now first villager sniped here. KD at the moment 3-2-0 and MbL just in a lot of trouble. I'm not sure if we fight like 5 longboats against 5 longboats, how important it will be that one of those two has ballistics, and MbL needs to pull those villagers. Must be pretty unhappy with how this is going so far. Next lumber camp, and TaToH, is he trying to close this down? Doesn't want to overcommit, does not want to run into some demo ships, and as you can see, that's so interesting that he's not committing there and that he's actually going back, trying to open a bit more, trying to create a better retreating line now for himself. Locks here at the front, villager count now dead even. Longboats at the side, and that's a beautiful wall here by MbL. Obviously more, Now the main reason that he built it was against probably some land units, but now helping out against the scouts here, against the longboats as well. Could have gone 2 tiles further in. The Demolution. Okay, I will try to train that. I'm very eager to improve my casting, so I don't take it as long as you take it as enjoyment. I'm absolutely open to constructive criticism. Okay, let's take a look. 16 military now to 12, losing the scout here, and yeah, the big thing is that still TaToH, he doesn't really want to go in and wants to get caught off guard by some demos, so he's just dancing, doing some small guaranteed damage against the houses, or maybe gets a volley off, and that's so many arrows in the air here. Oh, and that's now the micro. Let's take a look. 5-1, and that one is only the one scout, and finally MbL gets a kill on the water here as well. But the amount of longboats is just so good. As we can see, TaToH is now trying to push in. He knows he has the numbers. This is only 6 longboats here. Fishing ship going down. 2 galleys from the back trying to help out. But this looks like TaToH can close this out here. Where is the production of MbL? He only has 2 docks against the 3 docks. So 2 galleys around here, but that's not too important. We can still see TaToH now trying to micro. He did have some heavy losses as well, but it's 3 longboats against roughly 8. GG. Huh. TaToH not taking any prisoners today. And he just thinks, okay, I play my home map, I play my civilization, I play my strategy, you die. And that's what happened. MbL felt like, trying to warp, trying to play this a bit more passively. The execution of TaToH is just so much smoother there. I think the main issue was really TaToH's better dock. And that gave him like a 30-second, 40-second advantage. Maybe 2 villagers like 50 seconds. And then he had the aggression. I think this honestly, like, it feels so small. But yeah, I think that's the main issue. For the guy who didn't like the overlay, I will like do the summary as well. Dock over here instead of over here. Weird. No goodie. Here goodie? Not goodie. And achievements. TaToH, more kills. Yeah, well, we cannot really take a look at that. It's just a way better castle age timing. And yeah, that's the main issue. Faster fuel late. He went there with 2 less pop. And yeah, I think, what can I say? It was, I believe, the dock placement. It feels too small, but sometimes it can just snowball. And that was such an early decision as well. And for the guys who are sad that it could be 4-0, the tournament format is actually this way, that if it is a 4-0, we will always also see map number 5. MbL said he has no idea to play Bog Islands. He's a man of wise words. Called the Nearly effect. You look as fresh as yesterday. A lot of people said I look very bad. Some people said he looks incredibly good. T90 says good morning. So everyone is saying something else. T90 salute. Paul. Not for game number 4. Game number 5 will be Paul. And then I will send it to you. I have everything prepared, guys. Stress level 0. You look like you're dying. Nah. Where's the exhaust meter? On the break screen. I think this game will not actually start, but I will show you what happened. Just to give you some moving villagers. Italians against Italians. I'm not sure why they broke this down. You like my jacket? Oh, that looks... Oh, my Age of Empires crashed. As it did for the others, probably. So that was a weird generation of the map. That was weird. What happened in game 3? Didn't see it. Bog Islands, both Vikings, both going 2 galleys, then onto longboats. Better dock for TaToH, gave him better fish. TaToH had better eco and just pulled it through. 21-minute game or something. I don't look bad for 36 hours. A beautiful light, right? I didn't even use my daylight lamp yet. But well, it's only 8 more hours, right? He is secretly using a screenshot of his face instead of the webcam. That's why he always looks the same. Not true. Oh, I should really blink more often. Eyes are already hurting. Oh, and now I'm trying to make jokes about it. 8 hours is a workday, man. Not for me. I don't work. Why is Nili doing this? Because he's a sick human being. Sick confirmed human being. Questionable. You don't look any different from yesterday. Well, maybe I already looked shit yesterday. So, that doesn't really help. Is this live? No. Record from 2 weeks ago and audio and video from 3 weeks ago. Tell the joke now. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let me turn off the music. So I was playing a community game at my 40-hour stream, and it was like 36 hours in or something, and I did have it way later, so I was really destroyed, and I decided to do some baked cheese in the oven and completely forgot about it. And like 1 hour into the game, I said like, shit, streamed in the screen, and did pause the game and just ran off. And everyone in the stream was like, what happened? Did someone die or something? And I just came back with this like very hard baked cheese. It was like marinated. No, not marinated. Like, what is a schnitzel? Like, that's his name. Panade. And yeah. And then I sat down, and it was like 1 hour in the oven, right? And I took the first bite and says, it's still cold. And just spit it out. And obviously it was incredibly hot, and I couldn't chew anything, but just the illusion of having it 1 hour in there, completely burning it and still being cold, was so funny for me at that moment that I like seriously couldn't breathe for 3 minutes. Okay, then let's go on to an interesting mappy. Mappy number 40, which won't be the last map of this best of 7 series, no matter who wins. And it looks a bit like Team Acropolis, or Acropolis in general. We will have TaToH playing the Italians, MbL mirroring that, going for Italians as well. Doesn't want to play the Indians, it seems. And yeah, both players surrounded by a lot of those kind of streets, we have to call it, or the stone streets, and you won't be able to wall on those, so you are super exposed and sooner or later need to expand towards the middle, and cannot really dock on this point here though. And yeah, this is very aggressive. Wouldn't be too surprised to see quite a long battle into Castle Age here, and players not reaching MbL Age, because this game could be decided before that. Walling is incredibly tough. Expanding is absolutely necessary. Kind of spells for a lot of action. Map is kind of Acropolis. Yeah, it is actually. Whoa, whoa. I'm confused. Normally it should be light random now. But well, they're playing Acropolis. Feels weird. But Apocalypse. Okay. It says Acropolis, guys. Don't spam Apocalypse, it says Acropolis. Okay. Like in the short story time, right? We got time. In the old days, like one of my very first streams was, or like audio comments at that time, was way before there was online streaming. So how this worked in the old days was everyone at home was watching their record game at home, and I did record an audio file and just said like 5-minute mark, villager now running and trying to get a boar. 7-minute mark, boar arrived, and something like that. So yeah, always had to sync it, and I tried to do it with someone else as well, so like duo casting, and we kind of like, you couldn't really switch around players at that time. So I was at one point of view and he was on the other point of view, but I completely forgot that he was on the other point of view. And it was a tech switch, and someone built suddenly like 8 stables, and I said like, oh boy, this will be Cavaliers for sure. And he said, no, I think it will be Lightcav switch coming up. And I said like, no, it will be Cavaliers. He has so much gold, I'm very sure. And he's like, no, it will be Lightcavs. And I said like, dude, I know this game, it will be Cavaliers. And he said like, well, I'm reading that the image says it's Lightcav. And then I said like, oh, you can actually see it's Lightcavs. And then I trusted him for the first time, and yeah, the ballsy big ego nearly really was showing his limits there. And I was very confident that it could have been light cap, but well, obviously, yeah, he had a small intel advantage there. Nearly fail. And now for MbL, sending 3 villagers over, and oh, second lumber camp, something we don't see too often. Building 2 lumber camps at different spots, I believe that's a mistake. Like, that leaves you so exposed. TaToH still going from home. And he's playing the Strush. 2 farms as well. He's trying to play the Strush FC, maybe? Huh.
Impero.
Interesting. Well, it can be somewhat walled off, but... MbL, what does he see? He did see the Russian come in, so needs to wall his resources, something that he beautifully did, but that is still exposed, the second wood here. And so this will be probably scouts from MbL. Actually, the barracks a bit late, or not, actually finished perfectly in time. And let's take a look. MbL, he needs to punish TaToH for his greediness here. Just going for Drush FC on this map, or yeah, that normally isn't really designed to do that. TaToH now even going for the panic walls with 2 villagers. That's not really necessary. He knows that MbL won't like build a forward over here at the left hand side at the edge of the map. But well, if he forwards, it will be at the front, and there TaToH is not walling at all. So misjudging the situation a bit. TaToH trying to be around, now going for the scouts is MbL, and he has no idea if it will be a Drush Flush or a Drush FC. Only now by the timing, later and later it gets, he gets a small intel that TaToH is probably going for the FC, and he thinks, okay, this will be a Drush FC. How passively TaToH is playing this, and is going with 4 villagers on stone, sending 4 villagers over, and this will be full aggression mode against TaToH in his face, going for the spearman here at the front. And let's take a look how TaToH will be able to defend this. He's not on stone himself, now going for 5 on archers, and actually I would, is this Drush FC or not? It seems like yes, but only now sending 6 on gold. Ah, remember, you can, Italians go up ages a bit cheaper. So instead of 800, 200, we will have, poof, no idea where we can see this, but I believe it's like 625 or something. TaToH, he now sees that MbL is on stone, so he knows, oh god, danger in the house. Well, maybe not even finish that blacksmith. Let's take a look, trying to take the fight here. We'll just try to focus the blacksmith down. The first defensive tower will come. TaToH is trying to take this fight, but against 4 scouts here, still 4 HP. I'm not sure if that was the best engagement ever. But a bit of a mismicro here by MbL, I have to say. The tower will go up, another villager going down. And TaToH thinks those are the losses that he can take. Trading 2 scouts against 2 villagers. Kind of reasonable. Needs to wall down here as well. Maybe a quick gate could help out. But in the end, MbL will always get in. Yeah, and you can see TaToH realizes like, oh, he will get in here, so no need to wall that. And he will just house wall, and then we'll go on to crossman at the same time, losing quite a lot of HP here at the front with his 2 militia. TaToH at the same time, 40% up to castle age already, and the question is MbL doing the damage that he needs to? Big problem is TaToH now being forced to build a defensive tower, and not really on wood at the moment, so crossman production will fall behind quite a bit. To go on some stragglers, but not too many stragglers here on this map as it seems. Kind of close wood line. Whoops, and that was open. Spearman now coming over the villager. I was trying to take this fight, and it seems like this tower of TaToH will he get this one up. Let's send more HP villagers, but yeah, sending a 24 HP villager to the front because he has the highest HP isn't the greatest scenario. TaToH now, weird tower in no man's land, but seems like protecting this quite nicely. And at the front, vodka arrow now for TaToH. Interesting stuff. To send some villagers back, and 10 villagers ahead is MbL now. Crossbowman and vodka arrow out though. And to go for more damage. Seems like MbL will be forced onto some skirmishes here as well. Going for the defensive lumber camp is TaToH. And as I said before, this is typically not the map where you can go Castle Age, but somehow TaToH, yeah, eager to really press it through, now has one single farmer. Not really a good eco at all. And I think he needs to do a lot of damage with those 4 crossbowmen. But MbL, defensive tower up, and we'll go for some skirmishes. TaToH's micro has to be absolutely on point. And he needs to find some villager kills, but will be tough against all those towers. 36 hours and not a single drop? Yeah, that's super sweet. That's super sweet. I'm so happy for that as well, Clemenza. What's the point of SC when you cannot build more TCs and knights? Well, crossbowman and botkin arrow is actually quite strong, and well, in those scenarios where ecos are still pretty small and no one can really go for the +2 defense on the knights, just having 8 crossbowmen against like 15 skirmishes, it's just so good, because you have, look at that, 7 range against, in this case 4 range, could go for fletching 5 range, so just those 2 range allows you to take so many better fights. But good question. Obviously you would have loved to have the stone left, but when you go for a Drush FC crossbows, most of the time you take some time till you add the first CC anyway, so that's not the worst thing ever. It was so much worse that he only had 1 farm for quite some time, doesn't really have the eco upgrades now, and still facing a big army of TaToH and of MbL, and couldn't really do any damage. It hurt some farm HP here, but that's it. There are too many moderators here. I think I only have like 6 moderators. I believe all of them are actually here. That's so weird. I'm pretty sure I have under 10. I think it's like maybe will work for Ice Cream and the Viper missing. Yeah, could be it. Oh, now losing some crossbowmen here, and that's a big problem. TaToH couldn't go. Oh god, and now being caught off guard here. MbL doing this beautifully, but well, at the moment only 270 food for him. MbL is trying to take this, and now let's see the crossbowman. I did announce that he can take good engagement now that he has a +2+, or that he has a better upgrade. Let's see if he can do that indeed. The spearman dance is just so weird. I'm not 100% sure. It feels like he's in the same group. Maybe it's just sort of focus down there and try to, yeah, play with the reformation of MbL there. Another group of crossbows trying to find some damage. And MbL's putting himself in exchange for being safe and not losing any villagers quite far behind when it comes to getting to the castle age. And TaToH only 7 villagers behind now. Obviously Italians not having the biggest eco when it, or like any eco bonuses that comes when he reaches castle age. So that doesn't really hurt too much. No handcart for him, no extra upgrades or something, or cheaper villagers, or anything of the likes. It has been the best mods, I must say. Okay. Oh, I believe Dave could be a mod as well. I'm not 100% sure about that though. But normally it's like rare. Sometimes people are really asking questions that already have been answered and not a single mod can ban them. So sometimes I'm pretty sad about that. MbL, is he adding a second stable? Yes, he is. Weird timing for that. Yeah. I actually have 22. Sick. And I added quite a bit. Smarty. Nearly math. Yeah, it happens. Well, I sometimes say I will try to produce a high quality stream. Oh, and then I'm delivering this. Villager jumping into the GC. One villager down, second villager. Oh, look at that. And we are actually getting the front villagers into the tower as well. Didn't click all of them in and kept the back villagers. Yeah, just idle and then click them over to the GC. Beautiful micro move there. TaToH now going for the chill double black summon here at the 26-minute mark. Clemenzo Hippobot. Ginapple was added yesterday. NCPedro's inactive. VN Moon Knight? Who is that? Okay. Well, some randoms. I will unmod a lot of people in the future. I cannot re-keep this. All 26-minute double bidex, that was mainly forced by, yeah, prioritizing bot Canaro and Crossman, and I think that's the right decision. Now, TaToH actually 3 villages ahead. And clearing up all those towers here at the front. And MbL now going for the typical MbL upgrades. Bot Canaro, anti-lead skirmishers, and a lot of towers. So, couldn't be less surprised. What is TaToH trying to find here? Maybe tries to go for some walls, or did it expect some archers to come over at some point? TaToH did snipe one, skirmisher did lose an archer, and that looks like ballistics already. Did we already see ballistics? I'm a bit confused. Where's the university? MbL, show me. Oh. Do I have a hotkey for university? If I have one, he does not have ballistics. He doesn't have one university. I hope they don't get unmodded. Well, you will get unmodded first. Nice move here by MbL, actually trying to avoid the minimum range there and getting quite a nice of kills. Look at that, KG basically even. TaToH 8 villages ahead. And he has kind of the better attack here. Mangano and Crosswoman compared to some elite skirmishers. Oh, that's a lot of it just going to the front. MbL. But, oh, I was trying to build a castle here. But now thinks better of it and is building it. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I wouldn't have liked this position too much. Would have lost trap war at all times. Blocked 1 gold. Yeah. Interesting. Why is MbL getting wrecked? Because it's a tournament game. And for some snipes around here. Let's take a look. Mangano micro. Not really existent so far. Villager needs to go to the side. And yeah, get some nice pickoffs. TaToH should chase him down now. And now going for wheelbarrow. Not 100% sure if MbL has wheelbarrow actually. Splits. Oh, and now he's low. Getting 5 losses here. And MbL has wheelbarrow, yeah. And now running. TaToH kind of needs to go back with his crossbowman. MbL had a nice micro there till he basically ate the last shot there. Trying to find some villager kills here as well. And I don't really understand this sneak here at the side. MbL buying 100 stone now. So I have to get another TC up, maybe over here. Actually, that's a weird TC placement. And yeah, he's now scouting this area and we'll find a better placement for sure. And there's like 2 tiles away from the woodline TC. He's actually building one. Not over here, right over here. Okay, makes sense. TaToH, 5 villagers ahead. Let's take a look at the resources. 300 food, 500 gold for MbL. TaToH on the other side, 400 food, 200 gold. So both players somewhat looking towards Imperial Age, but not really. Military count 20 to 10. But I like the army a bit more of TaToH. But MbL did show us in the past that he can really make a lot out of those elite skirmishes. MbL deleting the knight there. Didn't want to see MbL, didn't want to see his MbL knights in the hands of TaToH. Magnum micro now. Let's take a look how we will dodgeball this. And TaToH sending away a lot of his villagers. Where is he going? Building a castle in kind of no man's land. Now he could have built this one on this hill. That's a bit interesting. TaToH is up to Imperial Age. MbL is taking up as well now. Pretty even game. 7 villagers ahead. You can switch between players with plus and minus. Yeah, but then I need to take my hand out of my trousers. Or I could, like, not command the mouse at the same time. It's a choice. Okay, barracks now by TaToH. That means we will see the condos. We will see the +1 defense by MbL as well. So TaToH condos coming out, and now it all comes down to the food eco. Let's take a look at 32 farmers here by MbL, and at the other time we see 34 by TaToH. So pretty even dodgeball. Looks better for MbL at the moment. There we got the reason for no cap. Maybe. TaToH condo. Are you going to upload the tournament from yesterday to YouTube? Absolutely. I was going for +2 defense. MbL is actually going for crossbowman. I think he cancelled that, right? That must have been a mistake. Yeah, he's not producing any, he doesn't have any. That was just a mistake in the research tab. What are condos good at? Well, they're basically close to the strengths of a champion, but you don't need to tag them. And they have an extra attack against gunpowder, so one of the typical counters really falls off, and yeah, just the production instantly starts. Look at that, TaToH now Imperial Age and can instantly start to produce them. You can see +4 defense for them, and now condottieri are starting, and they also look very sexy. Only champs can kill condos. Well, I believe paladins are stronger than condos as well. More condos are stronger than less condos. So there are some counters. And MbL actually has some crossbows, so the upgrade maybe was worth for something. And let's take a look. This getting cleared up, and yeah, looks solid. Now we can see condos 80 HP here. And this will be condos against condos. And how can we really do something? TaToH condos spam in the chat, guys. I love you. 3 barracks, 4 barracks here by TaToH. We can see 5 barracks by MbL. Military count, something we absolutely need to take a look at. I will jump quite a bit. Infantry 12 at the moment for TaToH, 20 for MbL. Can he maybe take a good engagement? Beautiful defensive castle here by TaToH. I mean, I believe that he absolutely needs. I'm projecting 2 farms though, but just having the production there really is important. TaToH +4 defense at the moment. MbL has +4 defense as well. +2 attack coming for TaToH, so it is for MbL. The dance starts and MbL is trying to take the fight. Did get some damage here and is now running into another TC. This is looking pretty good for TaToH here so far. Let's take a look. Is he trying to go for some sneaky walls? Trying to force him? Yeah, but that didn't really work out. And now TaToH, as you can see, didn't really want to take the fight uphill there. And actually going back now. He knows, okay, if you go this way, that won't be too important. I will just focus on the real fights. And yeah, maybe he can wall over here and is now sending all the Coniteros to the front. And the trap war will most likely start over here. TaToH is going for the walls and maybe MbL outmaneuvering himself. And I would love to see TaToH actually going for some stone walls instead of houses. He absolutely cannot accept that MbL could have a chance of getting in there. Let's take a look. So many condos out. Military count 63 to 41. Now +4 attack for TaToH. And, well, he needs to fight in range of the castles for sure. Oh, this will be an interesting situation. And now the raid comes in. TaToH completely open. And look at that. That's a very weak eco. Look at that. How many idle villagers did he have? 51 idle villagers without really being forced to have that. And yeah, just a weird small raiding party over here. But TaToH's macro absolutely slipping, and that's why he couldn't keep up to the numbers. 25 military behind now. Overall villager count or overall population is pretty similar because TaToH had so many more villagers, but that was close to 50 villagers idle, and you can see the farm still very inactive as well, not trying to go for the clear up, but numbers look still so much better for MbL. Now trying to go for some more monks. MbL being behind. One attack upgrade though. 80 military now to 55. Not sure what this is all about. Okay. We're now looking at 50 condos here for MbL. The attack at the front starts. Let's take a look. I believe TaToH cannot really take this fight. He will sacrifice the monk, will sacrifice the trap as well, and then needs to fall back. And that's 3 traps, so that will be the kill quite easily here. And looks like MbL will take this one. Has a nice transition as it seems. But TaToH will now take the big fight, maybe a bit early with the front troop, the later only joining now. But as you can see, MbL is not fighting with all of them either. What is going on here? How is TaToH pushing this back? Now he's retreating though. I think he still has this one timing where he fights with +4 attack against +2 attack. But this window is closing now. MbL retreating and then taking the good engagement, I believe, would give him the W on this Acropolis whatever map. And I think he's taking this engagement a bit earlier, giving TaToH still a chance, but it feels like numbers are so much better for MbL, and he's closing this out. 3-0 for MbL here, and GG for TaToH at 3-1, I mean. Aha, MbL. Thanks, okay. Land maps, mirror maps. That should actually be something that I should win. And yeah, had the nice eco, had the eco upgrades, and the problem was really TaToH's numbers were pretty solid when it comes to villagers, but wood upgrades super late, wheelbarrows super late, second wood upgrade even later. Not really having the macro to really get all the villagers working, not having any gold control here, and yeah, therefore MbL was a nice early aggression, really forcing TaToH to not really play in his comfort zone. Got him the W here, and now we are going into quick look at the achievements and then into the map vote, guys. And you can decide what we will see at the next map. That's the beauty of Polaris series. Not only 2 players, not only a weird caster, but also the community included. And straw poll for game number 5 will be this one here. And I will post it some more times. So please, guys, vote. I will take a look what I will try to go for. I'm a big fan of... Where's Gold Rush? Gold Rush. Vote. That's my pick. You can pick whatever you want. And we will see how this moves. And yeah, a group of you thinks, let's go for that one. And you're organizing yourself. You could influence this one and could maybe go for the crazy salt marsh game that everyone was waiting for years. Waited 36 hours for Arena. Well, Arena's not even in the pick. Here, you're influencing the result. Sorry! Where's the registered Metropolis option? Well, this is the standard one option. And the poll for game number 7 will be the weird maps. Like Chaos Pit, Double Arabia, Hamburger, El Dorado, Hideout Bedouins, and everything else. So this will be the standard map pick, and it looks like Gold Rush seems to be the winner. We voted Ghost Lake, not Gold Rush. Memstream voted Ghost Lake, but Nilly Stream voted Gold Rush, and therefore, you know what happened. Mr. Yo even saying, every time I play Polaris series I have to play Gold Rush as well, because everyone there tried to vote in Gold Rush. But it's an entertaining map, so I like it. You did it well, guys. Okay, guys, and let's jump into Gold Rush. Hidden Pick Civilization. Let's see what they will go for. Malians could be an option, Britons could be an option, and we see Franks Indians. So don't say that I have any idea about this game, how this works. Franks for TaToH, interesting pick. And seems like he enjoys short 6-minute games against the Viper so much. Right now he wants to get some revenge, and well, let's see how his scout with 54 HP will perform against, well, Indians. Could go for scouts as well, maybe go for some archers. Let's take a look at this map. Barry's pretty exposed. Gold very much offensively as well. Can wall his base quite small, I would say. So if he goes for archery ranges, maybe some walls around here would be an option for MbL. TaToH's map on the other side. He is damn close to the middle. And for everyone who doesn't know Gold Rush, the hippos are protecting juicy gold in the middle. They do their job really nice. And yeah, better map for TaToH. Has defensive deers as well, defensive gold. Not the greatest position for those as well, though. And defensive berries. So maybe some walls over here. Yeah, he needs to do bigger walls, but could be more protected for sure. And was this free pick? Yes. Wolves are now cartoon hippos in the show. Look at middle at nearly AoE. I did. Was close to the golds. Yeah, that's what I said. That TaToH is so much closer to the gold. Buddy. Nearly took a nap. Yeah. I only casted the first 2 hours. And then I took a like 33-hour nap. And now I'm casting for like 1.5 hours again. But oh, I'm already exhausted. I think I will take another 8-hour nap. And to go for the last like 10 minutes. I think that should be enough. Look at the middle again. Oh, gold! It's so close to TaToH! Thanks for pointing out, guys. Oh, that's so unfair. MbL will be so pissed. It's so far away. And, it's basically GG in MbL chat. Thanks for pointing out, guys. Oof. 33-hour nap? That would be so nice. Well, yeah. Sometimes I just quickly close my eyes, trying to blink, and suddenly it's the next day. Yeah. I just do like my typical 20-hour naps. That's power napping. 20-hour power napping. Well, where should the power come from if you don't do it like 20 hours? How could like 16 hours power napping? That's like, I'm not even in the deep sleep phase there. Don't you have school tomorrow? No. Take a 33-hour nap and stream it? No. Getting so salty, and not without good reason though. I'm never salty. If I was salty, there would be a nearly salty mode. But I'm never salty, so there is none. I'm also never raging. That's why there's no really raging mode. Oh, those are interesting walls here, right? Oh, Robo, nearly salty mode. Oh, damn. Okay. Up 20 for TaToH. So that looks pretty sweet. Obviously having the berry workers. Oh god, nearly salt. Okay. Okay, seems like you were right. Nearly's pretty active talking. I can stop that as well. It's like only a few casters are trying to go for that, but I think I'm trying to yeah, go for something new. Oh, nice walls. And yeah, that's what I said. Like, this base could be so good. And TaToH did scout his area quite nicely. Knows that the cliff goes to the edge and everything here is pretty fine. And so that will be 3 pop less actually. But MbL will have the walls. I think with those walls, I actually would go for archery ranges. But sending 3 more on berries kind of indicates that he will go for scouts. So you like salty or sugary popcorn? Sugary. It's grotesque for me to eat salty. Yeah. And the last time we went to the cinema with a grill, and I said like, yeah, here I'm the gentleman. I will buy the popcorn, and bought like the big popcorn, something we will never finish together. And yeah, then she said like, oh sweet, you got popcorn. Oh, you like salty as well? And I was like, no, it's sweet. And then she said, okay, yeah, okay, then I will get my own. And then I was standing there with this huge bucket of popcorn, and I felt like, oh god, like those are more calories that I will be able to burn in 2 weeks or something. And yeah, I ate through it. Took me like 1.5 hours into the movie, but well, I'm not spending €8 and then not finishing it, right? Popcorn is healthy snack. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, I really wanted to give myself a treat. Oh yeah, sometimes I get confused. What movie? What movie was it? Poof. Oh. Can anyone in the chat, please? Human Rush. The 6 wolves in the back. Let's take a look. I actually think it's more about style than it actually does here. Like, it idles the TC for like 15 seconds, kills the spearman, kills so much of your intention. Okay, it could have been worth it. And yeah, Hippo Rush. T90 Arc. T90 Arc in the chat. And for another mill, and farming is starting. TaToH in quite a good spot. KD at the moment 0-0. And switching on to archers now is MbL. Hypo Rush. So what was the movie? That's a good question. Seriously can't remember.
Okay.
Weird. Probably was too focused trying to shove the popcorn in. I couldn't really focus on the movie. It works really well in HD. With the passing is so bad, the wolves just go crazy. Ah, that makes more sense then, yeah. By the way, guys, did you notice the gold is so much closer to TaToH? Oh god. Whew, nearly missed that. If I was TaToH, I would go full pikeman rush. Well, it could be an option. MbL most likely will go for some camels. It's not like camels perform too poorly against pikemen though, but yeah. Just keep MbL away from the gold. Could be an option. Especially that, like, TaToH could go for this hill as well. Pressure this gold a bit. Control the other gold. Unstable TaToH. 530 food. And MbL. Second stable for him. TaToH just running around, but won't really do much. Waits for wheelbarrow and then will clickety click up. This will be double camel. Map vision of MbL, he doesn't see much. Sees that TaToH still walling, sees an aggressive gold spot. Maybe he can think about an aggression over here, or maybe from that hill as well. Not 100% sure how good that hill is though, because he's not really fighting for the gold. TaToH should go for Axeman. That's an interesting thought. Like building mass castles against... Interesting, and MbL is not going for stone. Could be an option for sure. Well, we'll see. And double barracks indeed for TaToH. What am I saying? Double barracks. Triple barracks. So he is indeed going for the pikeman rush. Only has 3 on gold here. And he wants to face all the camels. MbL moving out will add 1 extra TC here at the front. And it goes for Bosa as well. I think he will build another TC roughly over here or something. Be what I expect. And going for the monastery as well. Is he really expecting TaToH to go for mass knights though? I think if he adds camels, going monasteries as well could be a bit of an overkill. Especially because he sees that TaToH still has 7 scouts out to begin with. Why doesn't he sound or Hasley awake? Because troll questions always trigger me to full reset. And yeah, there were a lot in the last 37 hours. Paddy's at gate, now going very low on HP here with 220 down. Spearman coming out, not 100% sure if he should. And he is showing this tag basically now. Okay, what is MbL doing? Can he maybe... He is putting another TC there at the front, so no TC at home. And TaToH, is he not taking for pikeman? He is taking for pikeman now. Interesting stuff. MbL, should he maybe switch on to crossbows now? Could be a good option. Let's take a look at the stone count of TaToH. 234 here after building 2 extra TCs. So by now he could have had enough stone to build a castle. Here up on the hill or something over here could have been an option. And control the whole thingy. But for now he's just happy with getting 1 hit in against a villager. Pikeman need to go back as well. Siege workshop for MbL. Will he maybe add some scorpions as well? Or just some mangonels trying to sit behind town centers as well? We will see. TaToH will boom for sure. 3 TCs for him and should stay on stone. And interesting approach here. Pikeman and soon to be seeing some castles. I think he needs to add a siege workshop as well. Because if he just faces Magnuts and only has pikeman himself, his castles will be denied quite heavily. Goes to bad table bot. I've been up for too long. TaToH bought 200 stone. Puts him up to 504. He's just killing those camels and now should send those villagers to the front. And to go for some snipes. MbL is building quite a lot of army here at the front. Military count at the moment, pretty even. Oh, nice ground check here by MbL though. Trying to take all the damages. Oh, but TaToH losing quite a bit. And suddenly from 21 to 20 military. MbL 7 ahead. Now even getting a convert against him. That's not an aggressive, not the most aggressive castle. Is he staying on stone? Only 3 villagers. But 3 TCs for MbL as well. Both kind of crawling towards the middle. And MbL kind of neglecting the situation. Or kind of evening out the disadvantage that he had, having the bigger distance to the middle, just because TaToH did go for the unconventional tech choice here. Civilizations were free pig. No X-Men at it just yet. Not going for forging. MbL will go for pikemen as well. Siege workshop here for TaToH. He's only 2 villages ahead, but I think TaToH might think he could be ahead a bit more. Because MbL still had a lot of army. Very active, instantly went for lots of monks here at the front as well. So it isn't 100% certain. Well, he sees 2 TCs, okay, so I will take that back. So TaToH should know pretty even in villages. That there should be pretty even in villages. Now on TaToH full X-Men. Oh, he's still not going for it. It's how much now for MbL? Trying to get some vision of what TaToH is planning. Trying to go for more gold monastery for him. Not sure why. And the pikeman dance begins. Oh, but that MbL is a bit over ambitious. Check a look, MbL. I think he will get. Well, eats 1 shot, loses 1 camel, lots of HP, but seems reasonable. TaToH 8 villages ahead and 10 card ahead. TC is still running. What is the plan over here for MbL? He's still producing villages and now will build a castle on that hill. So for the later trap tennis could be pretty sweet. Or does he? He thinks better of it and is now trying to build a castle over here. TaToH's now moving over, but it seems like MbL will have enough Magnots himself. TaToH could maybe get 1 shot off. Well, what can we see? Well, it's so tough for TaToH to move in there. It's just trades 1 for 1. To delay the castle for like 20 seconds. Not much he can do. There, it was just too tight of a choke point. And MbL is up. Only on the other side, we see TaToH still lacking gold. But then, the trap tennis should be in his favor. Castle's cheaper, so he should have more. Castle's cheaper, so he can repair them cheaper as well. 15 more villagers means he should get more stone in general. Unfortunately, the stone pretty, well, not really bugged, but not completely accessible here. Now going for the stone mining upgrade even. An upgrade that we don't see too often. And now healing his pikemen. Game will kind of stabilize, and most likely we won't really see a unit die before we reach Imperial Age. And MbL, he is heavily on stone, as we can see. And is getting another castle up. TaToH at the same time. Not so much. Not getting to this stone spot and... Going for more monasteries? Interesting. TaToH, is he maybe going for... block printing redemption? Or what's the plan here? Not even sure how the monks look, and if something changed in World Kingdoms here. And he doesn't even have redemption, so Bombard Cannon converts wouldn't be an option. Long distance Magnet convert wouldn't be an option. I'm not sure why he's adding 3 monasteries here. And we are trying to be active, trying to scout a bit, and oh, that could be a nice shot. We just need to pull back, and yeah, he's running now. Instant chemistry for MbL, and most likely he will add traps as well. Yeah, from both castles. And another siege workshop here. Looks good for MbL, I have to say. On the other side we have TaToH, trap, and should probably go for chemistry as well. Ah. Control V. Welcome. And he's going for Buckbreed and Sanctity. I'm not sure why. Without Redemption, it doesn't really make that much sense. Okay, let's see how he continues here. Traps on a hill. This looks so good for MbL. Yeah, TaToH is 17 villages ahead, but what does that really matter? Chemistry for him now. Seems like there will be a lot of traps out. And MbL building another castle there here, or there, and again on the hill, taking all the advantages. TaToH trying to repair, has more HP. Also, already masonry out. It could be a unique unit. What would it be? The mango die. I think I already answered this question. Just trying to sneak around, hit people, and just run away when it gets into real danger. And at the end, everyone says like, I was the hero. That should be me, yeah. Everyone is impressed, but actually I had like very minimal damage, but can just be super annoying. So it sounds like my horoscope. Okay, let's take a look. Now trying to go in. 3 Magnots here could go for the ground attack. Trying to snipe down all the traps here at the front. Magnots could maybe do damage. What is he trying to go for? Not a single trap going down at the moment. And a bit indecisive here is Mr. TaToH. Only now going for the Harvard upgrade after he lost everything. That was just horrible for him. Losing more traps, and I believe that was a throw of the game. MbL now in full control here. Oi, 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 oi. Would be Karambit half a man? Oh. And MbL. Now, I don't really see how he can lose this. Now, he has a hill advantage. He has so many traps left. And TaToH, why did he think, yeah, I will do the upgrade and then attack, and the upgrade finishes after I lost all my units? Would be the perfect timing here. Now he's going for more bombard cannons, but will be pushed off all his gold. He still has quite some gold here at the side and has back gold, so that's not the worst thing ever, but still, his castle's going down. Oops, Mangonel shots. And converting the hand cannoneers now. Not 100% sure if that's the best idea. Castle going down, population actually somewhat in a reasonable range still. TaToH getting another castle up. Where are all his villagers on the stone? Trying to expand there. Oh, maybe he still has a shot with a way better bombard cannon micro. Satakni, what is that again? Let me quickly check that. Hand cannons have +1 range. Sexy, shitty. Yeah. And TaToH still idle. Trying to go for another mining camp. Instantly denied. But and trying to go for another mining camp. Another monk will die at the same time. Halberdiers now, and they can maybe take the better engagement against the pikemen. TaToH feels like he can still do this, and why is MbL overextending here? Should... Oh, bombard cannons going down. TaToH not having the greatest micro here. Traps at the back still doing their damage. MbL overextending with the bombard cannons. TaToH, can you maybe do this? Oh, lots of villagers now working without actually having a mining camp close by. Military count at the moment. 12 ahead for... Oh no. 21 ahead, and TaToH, he knows this one engagement just lost him the game. Not sure what he was thinking. He felt like, okay, I need to kill the traps now, but then he went like half of the villager or half the pikemen on the traps, half then on the mangonels, all the like damaging all but not really killing any. And suddenly MbL, he says, land maps? Those are my wins. You will win maybe one Arabia, but not more, my man. And we will see at least map number 6 here, which makes me quite happy. I wouldn't be too surprised to see another Italian mirror though. Brutal KD here, look at that. And look at how many, like, what a weird K to death ratio, because the Mangold killed so many units. And map number 6 will be ultra random. I believe hidden free pick. Why not Italian mirror again? Who is good versus Indians? No one knows. Did you see how the gold was closer to TaToH? Was it? Damn, I didn't put any intention to it. I should really be more active in watching how the map looks like. Especially at the start. Like, I should really take my time and scroll through the map. But there's so much other different stuff going on that I really need to focus on and really need to point out. Like, a villager building a house. That I sometimes don't have the time to really see how the map looks like. So, thanks so much, will work for ice cream. Any good adjective with semi-decent eco bonus is good versus Indians. So Britons should be good then. Ethiopians should be good then. I think Italians could be good versus Indians. With condos, you mean? Noob Costa clearly. Maybe. Maybe. Dum dum. Less than 7 hours to go. So now I could, if I start now, I could play another account maybe 2k till the end of the day. Ich kann nicht glauben, dass du das mit dem Stream wirklich durchziehst. Du hörst echt auf Vogel. Luca der Schweiz. Ja, freilich. That was how weird people on the Alps are trying to communicate with each other. Sounds weird, right? Ugh. And yeah, kind of predicted the civilization right, because well, who has more knowledge about this game than basically everyone except me. We are looking onto game number 6. TaToH still with 2 map points. And we are going into Italian mirror here on ultra random, or what will it be? Ultra random V3 NB. And the map looks like, how is this one called? Houseboat. It looks like houseboat with passings. Interesting, but with way more resources. So I'll take that back. And TaToH, what is he trying to scout for with a villager? Trying to get more sheep. Where is this? Oh, he didn't find a starting for sheep. Oh god. Well, he finds. Well, okay. I thought, like, it's so unfortunate. Look at that. That should be a starting for sheep. Yeah. Okay. So. Let's talk strategies. Probably both will kind of hope to find some good fish and will do a dock. Maybe over here something, and they will only have shellfish. And then, yeah, it's kind of time to expand towards the outside. Get more gold, get more wood. And I think we will see Castle Age play. And I think this feels like a map where we could go into trap tennis again. It's not rivers, it is a uncalled map, or an unnamed map. TaToH has 1 deep fish, yeah, but I don't think that will be the spot where he will dock, he says, and then a villager is running there. Yeah, so he will have 1 deep fish, good for him. And MbL doesn't have 1. He actually has a 2nd deep fish over here, no? That one looks so far in, but it isn't. Like on the mini map only. What map is this? It's an ultra random version. Where are we seeing the dock? here at the front. Makes sense. We'll have 3, 4 shawfish close by. Makes sense. I can't understand nearly being up for 37 hours, but how the hell is Hippo bot up for 37 hours? Aren't hippos supposed to be sleepy animals? No, they are not. Nearly being so awake is triggering me. Sorry. Second board. No potato. Is it an option to maybe go for scouts or something? They didn't really have too much knowledge about the map so far. I don't know that they're surrounded. I think they could have been on a small island as well and could have had like perfect defensive fish. I think I would love to see a wall over here, not towards the wood line. Yeah, okay, that's a good one for MbL. And he's actually... Look at that, MbL thinks this is a very water-intense map as well. He's actually getting the boar with his scout, accepting that he will lose lots of HP there. It's a nice move. Potato will even use, or we'll even have one shawfish around here as well.
Rogan?
Rogan? Asinkin. Thank you for the host, mate. It's actually pretty funny, by the way, that we got over 1k in donations for Clash of the Hippo number 4. And after the tournament ended, which is like 17 hours ago, there wasn't a single donation or bid. Maybe some bids under $1, but not a single donation. It's so funny. And although I should be 100% sure before I say this, right? So I will better take this bet. But what I want to say, thank you so much for supporting Clash of the Hippo. And MbL is now up. What will he try to go for? Is he going for water? He's not on gold yet. And not going for a second dog, or is he? He is. Does he know what the map looks like? MbL. Huh. He probably thinks he can crash or something. Oh, misjudging the map quite heavily as it seems. Yeah, I can't do a Hippo tournament at the end of the stream. I'm zoning out, I'm trash talking. I really need to be focused for the tournament. I did that last time. I spread it out over 2 days and the quality of the casting really decreased on day 2. So I decided to do it 1-day tournament this time. Could have done it like open sign up, 16 people, 2-day tournament, but yeah, isn't great. No donation goal. Okay, makes sense. MbL doing the move again. Just a tip. Okay. A fire galley rushing indeed. And look at the waypoint.
Rogan?
Nil assault, nil accree, nil assault.
Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to create. Yeah, but yeah, I can see why this feels cringy. Yeah, I should have not said it. But thank you so much, Robo, obviously. Yeah, now I feel bad that I said it. Okay, let's take a look. MbL is crushing himself in his own pond. Looks good for TaToH, I would say. Unless TaToH wants to sneak dogs around and wants to rush into MbL's pond as well. Still what's up now though. And TaToH going for horse color, and seems like he kind of had a Grush BO, but then decided to go for fast castle switch after he realized how the map looks like. And well, he only has one.
Well, everyone besides you is asleep since 24 hours. What did you expect? Oh.
Thank you, I guess. I don't want it to be any abuse, so message me if it was wrong. But I think it's not wrong. So thank you so much. Is this hallucinating or is it 44 stream, guys? Sellout fan. Well, then I should sell out more, right? It's a dream. I'm sleeping. Okay, then I will wake up and just continue casting. Sellout fan, thank you so much. I think I will sell out more in the future. And
that should have been 1337 FML.
Well, if that's seriously what it should have been, then I can cancel it, obviously. Send me a private message, please. But unlikely, right? If you instantly send $5 behind that, you're probably trying to troll now. But well, thank you so much for your $1,242 then. And yeah, did you know that you could subscribe for free using Twitch Prime as well? And I have YouTube as well, and a Twitter, and also Facebook. And if you want to do some sellout, I can guarantee you a computer or something if you follow my social media or something. Lead. Well, okay, let's focus on the game again. Thank you so much, sellout fan. I will try to sell out a bit more. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your spy being spammed. I will even squeeze in a Lily's sellout pyramid now. But Clemenza blocked it. I'll try to. Okay, let's focus on the game, please. And okay, so it's a bit faster than normal. And so it's sick. Okay, and so TaToH's up now at the same time. MbL still rushing himself, but he is transitioning quite reasonably into this and is now going on to Stone quite heavily, so maybe he can go for Genuine's crossbowman. He will be up like 1 minute 30 later. And okay, it's still tough for me to keep doing what I did. And okay, then let's see how the stone looks, because MbL is already looking like he could go for the Genuine's crossbowman. Where will he build this castle? We have a beautiful outpost here for MbL, and he sees everything. Look at that, full vision over those this passing. Only this very small area could be so weird. Okay, guys, so it was a troll, and it was not a troll, but it was seriously a miss. It was wrong. Okay, I will cancel later. Okay, let's continue casting, guys. Okay, so it was just a mixture
well,
of...
this feels a little small now, but just paying my respects to the Hipponilla Zealot.
No, dude, even if it was over 1.4k or 1.3k at this point, I would have still loved your $5 and your respect as well. Thank you so much. And let's finally focus on this game again, guys, and then we can handle the monies later. And so MbL now going for the forward castle. Trying to expand here. TaToH couldn't really punish him. Did see it quite early. Now going for Sanctity and some monks around. Is he trying to go for something tricky? Not really. What is he trying to go for? Trying to wall this area off. In some favor. Does he think he can go onto the base of MbL here? Or now going for town watch? I'm a bit surprised by the strategy choice. Still going double monastery and the siege workshop. Now going for the dock. I was trying to go for the sneaky moves, but MbL will instantly see it, will to the defensive tower, and which I count 6 ahead here for TaToH, and we can continue to play. Second dock here by TaToH. Even War Galley upgrade being researched at home. So here we go for the fast fires for War Galleys as well. And yeah, having the 3 monks in the back means MbL cannot really take any real engagements. Monastery now for MbL as well, and they're suddenly really fighting for the river around MbL's starting island. And he, in the meanwhile, didn't build any Chinese crossbowmen. It looks quite high when it comes to resources. Maybe he goes for a fast Imperial Age here. And TaToH on the other side, he is at 22 food only. Yeah. Thanks so much, you rookie. TaToH trying to find another possibility to have a solid fish. Fishing ship now running quite a bit. And did he actually cancel War? He did cancel War Galley in the last minute. Interesting stuff. Oh no, he didn't. Ah, that was a converted fire galley. Okay, makes sense. And War Galley is now trying to surround the island of MbL. Going for the transporter, so monks will now come over. TaToH going for all the sneaky moves. And yeah, really expanding here, having T-streets all over the map. Still sneaky bases. TaToH even buying some wood here.
Rogan?
Not AG, but no misclick.
God. Okay. Now, thank you so much. Who did 1.3k? It was a misclick, guys, but that was no misclick. And thank you so much to Kleinerhammer. And yeah, also for supporting Clash of the Hippo yesterday. I hope you have a great show and or you enjoy your time here. MbL trying to go for the comeback, so we might see game number 7 here. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, for supporting me, and yeah, nice words as well. Oh, let's take a look. Demo's here. Oh, not going for the transporters. And the fire galleys. Oh, luring him into the castle maybe. TaToH, what is he doing? What? Debating with the demo there. And at the same time, TaToH up as well. He's 15 villages ahead. Kleinhammer. Thank you so much. And now going for the barracks. So TaToH condos will be around. Let's take a look if TaToH himself will actually stay on the monasteries or what he's doing. Castle quite defensively here. We'll try to go for the trap war maybe. Not going for any barracks yet, not having a single barracks, and we don't see any upgrades, so he's trying to go for the other approach. Oh, now he's switching for TaToH condos, so building the barracks a bit more defensively. 15 villages ahead, some weird map control over here as well. Not 100% sure how efficient that will be. Actually, MbL sneaking over here. We see, it seems like the standard defense, going for the watchtower.
Yes.
And putting a dock in the face. And yeah, sitting behind stone walls should give TaToH some small hope. And they're starting the game already. Could be going for more and more converts. Both waiting to go and check for the condos. MbL now starts to produce those. Trying to go for an outpost. What does he see? At the moment he sees one you see here at the front, is going for the instant traps, is going for the condos. But you also see that he's quite surrounded here. And cannot really go nicely onto his wood line in the back. But still has enough gold, enough wood access here at the side. No transporter to try to sneak condos over. So that is just to force some reaction out of TaToH, and it won't really be used. He sees, okay, TaToH is responding reasonably well, maybe even over-responding a bit there, but it seems like MbL cannot use this one, for sure. MbL now has enough stone for another castle, though where is he going with? And oh god, that's a bad castle, I believe. That's a bad castle. Guys, keep the chat readable, please. And why is this a bad castle? Like, he could have built just another watchtower, could have done the same job against the war galleys. It's just way too far back to really protect anything. Oh, Conditero is now going to the front. Let's take a look if we can get any converts. Trying to snipe down the trap, but MbL now needs to retreat. TaToH did jump in. Can he get more converts? It seems like no. Well, one convert. Okay. Chemistry now for MbL. Maybe can go for some bombard cannons. And now this castle, will it ever really be used? Traps need such a long time, he's not really zoning out any area. Let's take a look. Upgrade count +1/+4 for TaToH. +1/+4 for MbL as well. Oh, actually no, that was a converted one. TaToH is at +0/+4. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. More converts here. Has 5 monks, has block printing as well. And it looks like TaToH should be able to kill those traps. One down, second one will go very low HP. One villager coming over to repair. 80, 60, needs 5 more slides. But will stay alive for 41 HP. But this shot is finishing him, and the castle will stay alive. TaToH is fighting himself back when it comes to the military count quite nicely. Military count now dead even, actually. Will lose 2 traps in exchange, but that's fine for him. He has 20 more villagers, has so much more map control over at the right hand side as well. Is booming back here and tackling defensive castle. And that's a castle that I can absolutely understand. And this is a TaToH condo spam here, like we want to see. Did I get really a 1.3k donation? Yes, but it was a misclick. I will refund it. So don't get overexcited, guys. It felt a bit like it wasn't intended. And he did message me, so I will refund. It's all good. But I will keep the $5. It's sent afterwards. And well, good guy nearly, it's not good guy, I believe. Yeah, that's like should be standard. Okay, let's take a look. TaToH, what is he going for? Only 1 mangonel. Would love to see bombard cannons obviously from him. And we see elimination now, +2 attack finally. What big amount of monks could he go for? Maybe 10 would obviously be too much, but 3, I think he could add some more. He's going up to 7 as it seems. And some more traps. MbL, this is an interesting stalemate. We see 30 more pop for TaToH here. Unfortunate, yeah. Oh, spring. Oh, unfortunate. That would be so good. Okay, let's take a look. Going for the converts here in the back. Military count pretty even here. Seems like some converts got through. Traps will go down on both sides. Seems, I would say, like TaToH is taking the better engagement here. Is lacking the upgrades, though I have to say it is actually MbL. So TaToH is 1 upgrade ahead, but MbL had the big numbers here. TaToH, where is he really taking those? It seems like reinforcements are somewhat influencing him here and having some ships at the side. But now retreating. Monks are just hopping into the castle. Traps went down for TaToH, not for MbL though. And now he is trying to kill this castle. 20 or 35 pop ahead is actually TaToH. Let's take a look. And those monks there, back with mana juice, having elimination really helps out there. And now going for another engagement. This castle will go down for sure, but it feels like TaToH has the upper hand here. That's so much more for him now. Suddenly 50, military to 20. Let's take a look. Trying to kill so much here, but I believe the traps will go down and there's no more army left for MbL. He has 3 more condos here at the side. Now trying to send them in, but they are way too late. Military count all of a sudden 46 to 12 only. And TaToH now going for chemistry, and it's just building a siege workshop where the castle was standing before. So probably just switching from traps to bombard cannons, trying to protect them as well. And monks just so good, and now can do the healing, do the conversions before. And look at that, more than tripling the army amount here. And that's just super scary. TaToH only waiting for more houses to build more siege, waiting for chemistry upgrade. Needs to regroup. Maybe try to... oh, TaToH, condo landing here at the side even. Is he converting? No, he converted the war galleys. If he converted the transport, that would have been so brutal. But yeah, going for this instead. The TaToH production still continues. Botkin on conscription and galleons, so he will continue to go for galleons here. And this is such a sweet surround. Condos, 2 barracks actually up, and he will continue to send them over. The eco of MbL and Shamers, look at that, trying to defend at home. Yeah, castle helping out, and yeah, I was criticizing that castle. Now it's actually helping out quite nicely, but at the same time the real threat is at the front, and I don't see how MbL can take out this trap and the bombard cannon cost efficiently. Probably he can't. Monks now trying to go for the convert. TaToH, I think he can even go back a bit further. Maybe wants to take the engagement in the choke point though, so the monks cannot be touched. But some condos sneaking around, now trying to close on the distance, getting the kills in, but TaToH is sending over some squads to help out. He's winning the front, the fight at the front, and I think MbL will be out. Look at that population doubling it. MbL is tapping out, and this will be a 4-2 for our player from Spain, TaToH. And what a weird game and a roller coaster of emotions, not concerning the game, but also the game was interesting, so that makes it even weirder. And yeah, MbL just misreading the map, therefore was up so much later as well. And yeah, from there on, well, he built a castle, then his eco was a bit later, TaToH was trying to land, that wasn't too efficient, but then, yeah, the eco just spreading around, having some over here in the back. Look at that. Well, what a beautiful small base expanding here, and look at the amount of farms at home as well. Just beautiful execution, and TaToH will take it here. Achievements. Actually, quite even, KD. Food, quite even as well. So it was mainly wood and gold in favor of TaToH. Actually, mainly gold. And okay, now let's go into my PayPal and refund that.